What up, good people? Back with today's book plug, and to wrap up the month of April, recommending books. The last book is none other than yours truly, David D. Thompson's first novel, Sage, the Young Visionary with an Old Soul. I've talked about before how important this book was to me. And from all the recommendations throughout the month, I'm pretty sure people know how important reading is to me. Excuse me. And how important I believe that it would be, for all of us. Education is a beautiful and powerful thing when you use it properly. The lack of education, is the exact opposite. It can put you in a bind that takes time to get out of, because you just don't have that knowledge and that wisdom that you can get easily just by picking up a book, and reading some words. I do hope everybody had a chance to check out all the books that I recommended. And feel free to comment. Go back, comment on some of the books that I recommended, and maybe you got recommendations of your own, that I haven't mentioned, because that's how we get better, right? Teaching each other. Reach one, teach one. Each one, teach one. This book, man, talking back to this book, it's definitely a book that it highlights the person that I am, how I became who I am, in search of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I talk about health. I talk about wealth. I talk about self. I try not to leave no stones unturned. I got to give a shout out to my editor, Shavonna Bush. If you're thinking about writing a book, check out Bush Legacy Publishing. She's definitely a A1 editor, and thanks to her, I would have messed around and wrote a damn Bible. Because I just didn't want to stop. I want to write about everything, every detailed part of my life. But she said, you got to wrap it up. You got to wrap it up at some point in time. And people ain't going to read a 2,000-page book. I'm having a hard time getting people to read a 200-page book, let alone a 2,000-page. So, definitely, man, support. Check that book out, man. It's on Amazon, Sage by David D. Thompson.